new information. We still don't know what the motive was. How is this so significant?
No information about any criminal investigation is ever shared. Hello everyone, this exciting interview between Piers Morgan and Andrew Bustamante, a former clandestine CIA agent. You guys probably know him. Who doesn't know him nowadays? Just came out and it's awesome. But there are a lot of items where the misinformation tinfoil hat line was pushed. Also because both of these guys were talking about a subject that neither of them had a lot of knowledge on. Andrew Bustamante was asked a lot about criminal investigations and how these criminal investigations should go. That's kind of like asking a heart surgeon to speak on dental issues. Yeah, the dentist and the heart surgeon, they are both very much trained, very specialists in their own domain. But a CIA agent is not a criminal investigator. He's not investigating any crimes here. He's not working with the DA on getting a suspect prosecuted. So a lot of, like I said, tinfoil thinking here. Check it out. Regardless, a great interview. So make sure you watch it till the end. I have some additional insider information that you don't want to miss. But before that, make sure you like this video, you subscribe to my channel, and you leave a comment below afterwards. So let's check it out, everyone.
The Charlie Kirk murder has, like everything like this in modern times now, led to a plethora of conspiracy theories raging around. And I had Rob O'Neill, who was a Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden on last week, on Monday, saying that there were a lot of questions he felt just didn't quite stack up with it. Everything you've seen about the shooter, what happened, the fact that it was a single bullet.
They are questioning former Navy SEALs, they're questioning CIA agents, but the people actually that could shed some light on how these investigations could work, like a local chief of police, a local police officer, they're not being asked. I have never heard of a Navy SEALs being required in Bud's class to pick apart the elements of a battery or a trespassing. So, odd choice of people to question makes for a lot of hype. The SEAL weighed in. He's also said a lot of BS that you're gonna see in just a second in regards to the Mauser 98. When it comes to assembling and deassembling, I'm gonna get mine and I'll deassemble. My 11-year-old could deassemble this thing, and Navy SEAL later says, "Oh, it's too hard for anyone to do." So keep watching.
The way he was able to put together his gun, dismantle his gun, get away, and so on. The weird text messaging with his transitioning boyfriend and so on. What do you make of it all? Do you think there are unanswered questions with this? Does it make sense to you?
Oh, absolutely there are unanswered questions. It doesn't make sense to me completely, and I think that's why there are conspiracy theories that are popping up around the shooting. The problem is that, like so much of what happens in the real world, there are areas that are protected, areas of information that are not available to the public, so the public doesn't get a full picture. You were just talking about the emergence of new media. Part of the unexpected or possibly unproductive side effect of that new media is that we now know more of what we don't know.
Yes.
Whereas in the past, when we didn't know, we didn't even realize we had a gap of information.
Very true.
What is the stuff, when you look at that shooting, what's the stuff where you, with your former CIA hat on, go, that's a bit weird?
So first of all, the fact that there's really no significant new information since about September 19th, that's fucking weird, man. Right? Like, how is this so significant that we're having national days of silence for Charlie Kirk? How is it so significant that it's making International Media Day after day, but we can't get new information?
He's talking
we still don't know
himself
what the
into a
motive
pickle
was.
He's
We're
talking
having
about
people
something
like
that he has no idea about. The prosecutor and police at this moment and every day right now their only objective is to get this guy locked up. And they will for sure not release any information that will give the other side ammunition or an advantage in knowledge. Because anything that they say publicly right now, they know this other guy's legal team is on it, and they're gonna try to twist it as much as they can to get their defendant a light sentence or out of it. Think of the O.J. Simpson case, where the glove didn't fit, and that was enough to raise enough doubt. There is one principle in law. It's Latin principle. It's called in dubio pro reo, which means if there are doubts, it's for the accused. So we don't want to give the other side information that could lead to them raising enough doubt within a jury so that there is no conviction. So any criminal investigation, me having done countless, hundreds of criminal investigations against suspects in my career as a law enforcement officer, I've had attorneys call me personally, talking to me, knowing that I was the investigating police officer, trying to pry information out. I told them no information is being shared yet. They should reach out to the prosecutor, and once the prosecutor is ready, he will release information. And that is usually when the prosecutor is ready to give this thing to the court. He's gonna get all the facts right. He's gonna talk to all the witnesses, because just imagine they would say, okay, yeah, Joe Schmo down the street, he has some knowledge about Tyler Robinson. We're gonna question him next. We're looking for him. Tyler Robinson goes there and says, hey, Joe Schmo, by the way, you're gonna be next. I heard they wanna question you. You're gonna have a favorable thing to say, or people that, obviously he's locked up right now, but people in Tyler Robinson's circle, who knows who? A crooked attorney. No, all of that is being taken off the table. No information about any criminal investigation is ever shared until that thing goes to court. Only stuff that is really surface level appeases the public. Any street battery that happens at your local nightclub is handled the same way. Andrew Bustamante just doesn't know. He was a CIA agent. He never had to learn anything about how law is applied, how a criminal investigation is done. Just because he's a CIA agent, guess what? He's also not a trained medical doctor for the government, so they couldn't ask him about medical issues either. So everyone has to stay within their ranks. His duty as a former CIA agent is actually closer related to that duty of Piers Morgan as an investigative reporter.
Like the transgender roommate / lover disappear, and nobody's talking to him, and there doesn't seem to be a large manhunt.
No, I don't think it's an autopsy.
That's why information is not shared, because we don't want to give people the chance to disappear just because they know they will be questioned. So no information is being shared. I hope I made that clear now. Andrew Bustamante here does not know what he's talking about.
There's an autopsy report yet. I don't think we've had an autopsy.
Exactly. So this is information that doesn't seem unreasonable to share, and yet it's not being shared. So the question becomes why. There's lots of legitimate reasons why it wouldn't be shared yet.
To share that information. If this is a good attorney, good defending attorney, he's gonna pick the killing apart to the point of the path of the bullet. He's gonna use wind. He's gonna use anything he can to raise doubts in this jury. That means if he has an autopsy report, he's gonna parse through it line by line, looking for anything he could use to get his guy off. And the prosecutor doesn't want the guy to be off. The prosecutor wants this guy on death row. That's why no information is shared. No shady business here. Normal legal proceeding. I can speak for anywhere in the Western world. Can be in the US or in Germany. Would be handled the same way anywhere in Europe. All right, everyone. I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to make a part 2 and probably part 3, because now after that they're going to discuss the technical aspect on how difficult it was for him to go on the roof. So I'm gonna have a few more things to say, but yeah, this was the part on the misinformation or the misunderstanding that they have in regards to the application of law. So just want to speak on that. Like I said, watch out for the other episodes. I'm gonna have some more to say about that. So until then, please make sure you like this video, you subscribe to my channel, and you leave a comment below. What do you think so far about what they discussed and about how they evaluate the legal proceedings and non-sharing of information? Have a good day, everyone.